Period. Eat my ass.
Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really to throw you out.
Y'all, welcome back to episode 9 with your favorite banter bestie.
Hosted by yours truly, BBM.
You already know who I am, Alicia.
And I think Alicia. And today, we're going to dive into today's topic.
Sinners. So let's get into the topic of sinners, because we know if y'all didn't watch Sinners, y'all might as well just don't watch this yet until come back after y'all watch Sinners to get our intake. But y'all should have watched Sinners. It's been out since the 19th of April. We're May 7th, I believe.
It's almost Haitian Flag Day.
Damn, I tried the Haitian people out to whistle. Down, 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 down,
That's her favorite part in that song. Okay.
So, let me get into it then. Honestly, I like Sinners. 10 out of 10. Not 10 out of 10.
For me, it was a 10 out of 10. It was a good movie.
I give it a 9 out of 10. It was a great movie, but I could see both sides of the fence of why some people will walk out from the movie and why some people will, some people don't mind it. But fortunately, I got a mature enough spirit to be able to stand within seeing all those demonic things or vampires or witches, all that other stuff, and my spirit won't be bothered by those. Great.
Locked in with yourself.
Exactly.
It was a great movie. I feel like it was... Movies that have been coming out lately ain't been that good. And they had to be good because I actually went to the movies and I didn't wait for it to get on Netflix or Hulu. So,
it was a pretty good movie because I didn't fall asleep in the movie.
Yeah, it was like, it held interest for sure. Like, it was a great movie.
Ryan Coogler.
Them twins. What she said, you ate my
You stuck your tongue in
you
my
stuck your
pooch.
tongue.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke a stack.
All things go wrong with white people.
Smoke a stack.
Which one got bit first?
Stack.
That one.
All y'all picking stack. I pick smoke. Like me personally, I like a man with his head on. Like he got self control. I do not. Stack didn't have no self control. And I'm the type of person I want my husband or my person to produce the fruit of the spirits. And one of them is self-control. Stack did not have no self-control whatsoever. That's why I couldn't pick Stack, honestly. He didn't have no self-control. He was and he was greedy. Like,
ooh, wait. I don't know their name. The one that made it to the end.
Smoke.
One thing I like about him, he's a man. One thing I can say about that one, he is a man.
Exactly. And he could stay with...
He know how to use it.
And he could stay with... He know how to... Bro, and I like him. Another reason why I like him too is because I love seeing a black man with a black woman. I hate seeing black men with white women. That shit pisses me off. We need to go back to this time, instead of lynching the black man, let's lynch the white woman.
Thank you. Blurt. Yeah, Smoke was a man. He was fine.
I love Smoke. I personally, I love Smoke. Like that.
But honestly and truly, I'm going for the eater though. What's his name? Church
Sammy.
Boy.
They call him Preacher's Boy.
Mm-hmm. And Sammy. He got some pipes on him. He know how to sing. He has talent.
I'm gonna be real. I didn't think he know how to sing. Honestly,
it's the genre of music.
Like, I'm sorry, It's not that the music was bad. It's just it just gave regular person. Like, it didn't give me singer. Like, if I think of singer, I think of Mariah Carey. I think of Beyonce. Even so much as Chris Brown, if we go on male, I think of Chris Brown, Trey Songz, Usher. I feel like them people know how to sing. I didn't really feel like he know how to sing.
It's the genre. The blues music is not really more so working on vocals. It's emotion. Like, if I'm mad, I'm like, "Urgh." If I'm sad, I'm. It's not. They don't really work on vocalizing and shit like that. You just feel what you feel through the music.
That's why I wasn't born around. That was the movie Sinners from the 1930s. But overall, I like Sinners. But let's get into like the real deep dive of details of Sinners and what's the like the true meaning behind it from
Our point of view.
our point of view, which would also be like you can also see in the eyes of like how Christians may have seen it, because I've seen Christians pub too, as well as to why I've seen plenty of Christians like walk out of the movie, or why a lot of Christians were offended by the movie. I can understand their pub, but I'm my own person. I'm gonna go watch it and get my own
Yeah, see what it's
perspective
about.
from it.
Because we can all watch the same thing, but our minds are all wired differently. So she may say something I don't agree with. I can say something she don't agree with. We are our own people.
Exactly. But let's start from the very beginning of the movie.
I'm not gonna lie, I missed like the first like 20 minutes of the movie.
Facts.
I
Facts.
missed the first 20
Facts,
minutes
facts,
of the
facts,
movie.
facts. I swear. I think, cause what happened? I was way up in Broward. I didn't get to the movie till like 4:15. Then I had to stand in line to get the ticket. Then to get into the movie till about like 4, and the movie started at 4:05. So credits gonna take a little, at least 10
Yeah.
minutes. So I'm like, okay, I didn't get into the movie till around like 4:30.
Same.
4:35.
Like, who was in the concession stand waiting for food? The food didn't come. Then they brought me to this old ass movie theater where, like, when you buy a ticket online and they could just see it online. We had to go back to the stand to print the ticket and finally get inside. So by the time I got to the part where she was talking about some stuff in the tongue in her,
Okay,
stuff.
I seen way more. I seen more than I seen more than that. I was very. I was that I was further in. Okay, in the beginning, because I didn't visibly see the beginning. I've heard people say like when I've been like as soon as after the movie, this how I know the government be watching you.
Bro,
TikTok
be
feed.
listening, bro.
TikTok feed sinners. I'm like, okay, damn bitch. So I'm just listening to people pub because I want to hear people's point of view, but I don't really care. But in the beginning, it's like it shows. You see how in the very end it shows him like coming into church, like at the very end after everything happened.
The guitar.
With the half with only
I
the
mean, the
neck of the
ukulele. Whatever the fuck he
only
was
the
playing.
neck of the guitar, and he's like, and he had a scratch on his face. That's how the movie started, according to others, because I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
That's how the movie started, like right on that scene, and then it literally said like one day later. That's what everybody's saying. I don't know.
Okay,
Don't
I
quote
don't know.
me.
I have to go rewatch it
I'm gonna go rewatch it though. So
because I was
Wait.
just tongue in the midge.
what is? I'm gonna go watch it next week. Whatever. But yeah. One day later. One day earlier. With that being said, after watching the whole movie and like hearing other people puff, I've understood that him walking in at the end of the scene and the scratches, the half of the guitar, and then the one day earlier, it just goes to show how when you want that one day of freedom, that one day just to be like living in the world, or you want to live your life, or if you're a
YOLO.
Christian, if you're a Christian, you want to step away from God just for one day, just to have your freedom and stuff. After like God is trying to pull you in, it could show you how everything could just flip in just 24 hours. You do not need a week. You do not need.
And not even a full 24.
Literally, as soon as the sun went down, like he literally left. Not even like probably early that morning, rode with his cousins, and the sun went down and everything went down for him. Everything, like cousins died. Girl, it's just too much people died. Too much people died. Shit, but. Yeah, that's how the beginning of the movie starts. Then I guess it goes to him after the one day earlier. It goes to the scene of him inside the church. The beginning is him inside the church talking to his father, and his father says, his father's telling him like put the guitar down, like those music, the type of music that you're playing, which is blues music. Back then they used to call it the devil's music because like blues were.
Isn't it secular music?
They wouldn't say secular music back then, but blues music they would call it the devil's music because. It was like the music black peoples would make, like basically to express themselves for how the white people
like sadness
about
and
how
slavery and
about how the whites would treat them. That's what blues. That's why they call it the devil's music. So he was, back then. So he was making blues music, and according to them, he had a great voice. He has a decent voice and all that, but he had a great voice. His dad was telling him because they call that music the devil's music. He's playing the blues, and his dad is like. Son, you shouldn't be playing that. Like, you really should just be playing for the church and, like, serving God. And which some people may feel some type of way about that because people feel like, oh, as a kid, like, that's just so instilled into you, like God, 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 church, 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 which I can agree. Like, as a kid, if your parents grew up in a church, or if your parents, like,
You're bound to do
like
churchly things.
they shove it down your throat, shove it down your throat, so you don't really have your own perspective on who God is and stuff. That's what a lot of kids now pull back from it. Like me personally, I pulled back from it, and I found my own way back into God, having my own relationship, not the one that my mom instilled into me. So I can understand why Sammy was just like, okay, whatever, whatever, because his dad was just shoving it down his throat. Like, oh no, you need to serve God, you need to do this, you need to do that. But right before he walked out that church door, his dad said something about like one day the devil's gonna fall. Like, oh, playing those type of music, it brings the devil to you. Like, and you keep playing, and it's gonna bring the devil to your doorstep. Sammy didn't think nothing of it. He went on with Smoke and Stack, the twins. He went with his cousins, but you get it. Like, if you the little cousins, and you got me personally, I don't have no cousins my age except for one. But all my cousins are older than me. Like how Carisha said, all my cousins are older than me.
No fucking. I want to see how it felt. So when I got
fucked. But when you have older cousins, you do like.
It's fun being around the big dogs.
Even if you have an older sister or older brother, like being just like the little kid around your older, like cousins, sisters, brothers, it's fun. Like you want to experience that, whatever.
I think he's so grown.
Yeah, like that's why Sammy was, riding around with Smoke and Stack. Later on, I think Smoke went to Grace and Bow shop to get a sign. You still? Yeah, you didn't see none of that part.
I told you I'm at the part where at the train station.
Yeah, okay.
And she
they go into like a cornfield or whatever, and then they kind of like split. Sammy went with Stack, and Smoke went by his way. Smoke went by his way. I guess he had like the car was filled with stuff. But he drove to Grace and Bo's shop. They have like a grocery store, like two. The mom is in one store, the dad and the daughter's in another store. He went to the dad's shop. He asked them, can Grace make them a sign, like saying like the juke joint and stuff, for the like painting them a menu and stuff, blah, blah, blah. He paid them. Girl, back then, I ain't gonna lie. If we would have had day economy but our minimum wage, bitch, stupid rich. This nigga literally paid less than $20 for a sign. You know how much a shirt? Just a custom shirt for a kids party? $35. Just for a 3D one. You paying $15 for like the one that's like this.
It's the little sticker, the little peel off one.
No, that's the one you paying $15 for. But the ones that's like, girl, probably $17, $20. But the ones that's decked out like front and back, the 3D ones,
coming out,
$35 per shirt.
You know how much Popeye's chicken used to be when ladies used to do the commercial? You get a 2-piece with a biscuit for $1.99. 9 pieces for $7.99.
That is good as fuck, bitch. I promise you, a 2-piece combo now almost $14, or is it? It's like a little bit over 14.
Bro, a 3-piece.
Like, bro, let me tell you something. I need day economy,
bro.
I need day economy, but yeah. Smoke went to Grace and Bo's shop to get like negotiate prices for Grace to pay him a sign for the juke joint with the menu and stuff. Later on, I guess somebody was trying to rob. Smoke paid a girl. This how you know their economy was. This how Smoke paid a little girl that was outside, and he was like, "You ever heard of Smoke and Stack twins?" And then she was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Well, I don't smoke." And the girl got scared, and she's like, "Come here, little girl." And he asked her to sit in the truck, and he was like, "I'm gonna pay you 10 cents a minute to sit in my truck for every minute that I'm gone, bitch." And she said, and he was like, "Oh, you see this horn? Press it if somebody come rob it." So while he's inside and go trying to about to pay Bo and Grace for the signs, somebody come out. Somebody's trying to rob his truck while the little girl inside, so she blow the horn. Smoke comes out and he shoot one of them in the ass.
LOL.
And he shot, and then the other one was like, "Oh, okay." And so he's talking to them. He was like, "Oh, I didn't know this was your truck." She was like, "Yes, he did. I told him this was your truck. So, after he was like, "Oh man, you shot me in the ass." And then the other one, he was like, he looking at him, and he just popped him in his knee. He was like, "I can't have y'all walking around here acting like I ain't doing nothing to none of y'all." Mm-hmm. So they laid out. He figured out what he doing with Grace and Bo. The next scene is Stack and Sammy. That's where they make it to the train station to go pick up Slim Delta. Delta Slim, which is the old man. Mm-hmm. So they negotiate with Delta Slim. You didn't even see the negotiation part of Delta Slim.
I told you I walked in right when the white lady was looking for him.
So Delta Slim, the Smoky Delta Slim have a negotiation. Delta Slim has a drinking problem. Like he drink through his sorrows instead of him he know how to play the harmonica. He plays music too. He played the blues, but you know, the prophecy wasn't spoken upon him, so his blues wouldn't invite the devils. So he was playing the harmonica, and then Stack walked up to him, and Stack was like, "Oh, come play for me at the juke joint tonight for $20 for the night, mind you. This economy racks, racks, but okay, $20 for the night." He's like $20, like he wouldn't do it for $20 though. And then, but he ain't trying to fool with Smoke and Stack because they like trouble twins. So then, Stack pulled out an Irish beer, popped it open, and was like put it up under his nose because he's the alcoholic. So he was like, "You smell that?" Like,
More where that came from.
he's like, "More where that came from." Exactly what he says. More where that came from. And he was like, "Drink." So he let him drink it. He took a sip, and then Delta Slim like, he loving it.
Fix.
He got his fix for a little bit. Delta Slim said, no, Stat said, "Okay, there's a lot more where that came from. I got 500 more." He was like, come perform for me tonight for $20 and I'll give you 500 the Irish beers. He lying.
It's an alcoholic.
That's a lot. So he's like, okay. So he agreed. He gets in the car. Before he gets in the car with Slim, I guess he's packing up or whatever. That's when the white lady comes. But she's standing on the side and she's looking at Stack. And Stack is Sammy Peep. He's staring at Stack. And Stack is like, "Don't stare at her." Because, back then, staring at a white woman, you'll get lynched. Yeah, like, you get lynched or whatever. So I heard somebody was like, "Oh, I want to know what the beef is between the twins and," what's her name? Mary? The white girl? I think her name is Mary.
I don't know her name.
I think her name is Mary. Don't quote me. I think her name is Mary. She, like, somebody was like, "What's the twins' beef?" But back then, men, like,
Emmett Till. Like, you look at her, if she's feeling racist,
yeah, you
he
killed.
whistled at me. Because whistling is like, that's like you groping midday. That's like you just groping someone in the middle of the street. So you whistle at a white woman, or they claim you did,
you're dead. So that's when she walks up, and then that's why he's not staring at her in the scene. Like, he keep looking up, like, because he's a black man. He can't look at her. So she's like, "Oh, you stuck your tongue up in my cools and you fucked me and told me you love me." Da-da-da-da-da. Ma'am.
One thing about them blondes,
They love on some Black Hawk.
and they gonna be our biggest downfall. Everything wrong happens with black men once y'all start putting y'all trust into white women.
Literally.
It happens every day to the athletes.
You don't see that? I don't know if you watched the draft. What's his name? But he got recruited to the Jacksonville Jaguars. He ugly as shit though.
He's marrying
a girl and the month after he just got drafted.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Ugly as shit.
Be cheating on him.
Yes, like, I'm like, bro.
Everything starts to happen to our black brothers once y'all start going to the wrong.
It's like,
they
what?
not for y'all
At all.
They gonna keep Shannon Sharp. You thought she wanted to grease your ass. Now you in a lawsuit, and now you're not working for SPN no more.
Exactly.
That's what you get. I don't feel bad for y'all though.
I should have stayed with the Black Queens.
Black Queens forever, Snow Bunnies never.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's the scene you start. Like, that's the whole.
Yeah,
beginning.
that's my beginning.
She says that he's telling her, "Get the fuck away from me." The reason they can't be together is because of the racism. So how, like, if he go with her, it's like, I can't, even though I love you, I can't be with you. Like, it doesn't make sense in this world. Like, in another lifetime, but in this world, no. And that's why in the scene, that's why I laughed when they was like, once the movie's over, I laughed because she was like, she said something about, "Oh, see you in hell," or like, no, not see you in hell. She was like, "Go to hell," and he was like, "I'm gonna say you spot right next to me." He sure enough did.
Because they ended up together. They ended up
And listen, understand this. This world, like, we think this world is hell already. Like, we literally living in hell.
Yeah, it's hot as fuck outside. Everything's expensive. We working.
Like, we slaving just to survive. Like, this is hell. This is literally hell. Yeah. I think that's about it. And then from there,
the movie happens.
Oh, from there,
he goes and gets cornbread.
Oh no, this is when Sammy meets Lisa right after. I believe her name is Lisa.
Isn't that the night when everything started?
No, her name is Pearline. The black lady, the one who pussy he ate.
Is she married?
She's married. So So he was like, Mary boy, watch out. Da, 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 da.
Everyone that was sinning, they ended up dying.
Exactly. So that's that part of the movie. That's the whole beginning. Then the whole movie comes. Then he picks up what? It's Delta Slim. After he pick up Delta Slim, he pick up Cornbread. Cornbread white supposed to suck his dick. She never got a chance to
She
suck his
didn't get to
dick.
suck.
After Cornbread, who else did he pick up after Cornbread? I think it was just straight to the juke joint, right?
And they was setting up. Oh, what about the Asians that was?
I think they found their own way there. Honestly,
He drove because then he had to when he got
go-
big. He went to go get his
the
car.
Yeah. Who else is there? That's. Oh no! After they pick up Cornbread, the next scene is how the vampires start.
He runs to the people's door.
Or
He whole time he thinking that the people thinking that he's gonna beat, but it's just sunlight. He cannot be out
exactly.
in the sun.
It's the sunlight. So he ended up biting the husband, biting the wife after, and they did tell the wife like he is not who
the little Mikasuki, the little Indians. He told them
he was like he's not who he said
who
he
think
is. And guess what? The devil's number one power is manipulation. He knows how to manipulate anybody. And that's why every nigga that try to manipulate me, devil
Demon
child,
spawn.
devil child, devil child. I'm like, you doing devil things, like those
That's devil things.
That's devil things. But, damn, yeah. And then the juke joint starts. They having a good night.
Yeah, the night starts good.
What's her name? I believe Mary. Mary comes back. The white lady. She comes back. And they like, no, you can't. Like, she's like, you can't come in. Like, the twins get hot at her. You're like, what the fuck you doing here? Like, you gonna get us killed, bitch. Like, you don't fucking listen. And she's so in love, but it's like,
and she holds on to like her growing up with the black people so hard.
That's what I don't like about blunts now. You know what it did? What it be? Be like, oh, I can't be racist. I got black friends.
Yes, you can. And y'all are the worst ones.
And you know what makes it even worse? What makes it even like what makes that whole like relationship with Stack and Mary cringe for me? Her mother raised them boys. They are technically her fucking brothers.
Listen, it could be such a beautiful thing, but she's not even like. She don't really say like why she really love him or why is it that you do this. It's just like you grew up with him, you found him attractive. He's something that you cannot have, so you want it even more. Y'all agrees, and you can't leave him alone.
Exactly, dummy.
It's nothing like, oh, he's genuinely like a caring person. He loves me so. It's all some type of infatuation or some lust. That's it.
Lust, definitely lust. But how did that whole night start? Oh,
so
Stammy started singing.
She comes, and then he's singing, he's playing, and then the man he's after Sammy. Like the whole night, everyone could keep continuing with their night.
He just wants Sammy. But that's why the father said, keep playing that music. Keep playing them music like Dancing with the Devil, and one day it's gonna follow you home
to the door.
And vampires, they cannot come in unless you invite them in. That's why people say the devil cannot attack you
unless you welcome him in.
Literally.
Basically, you practicing what you preaching, whether you doing witchcraft and all that other shit in your house, or you just speaking negative shit like, my life is shit, all niggas cheat, all this, I'm broke. You welcome that shit in.
That comes with the power of the tongue. That's literally the power of the tongue. But when he was singing, when he was performing, like while Sam was performing, I don't know if you realized, you seen that one girl twerking?
No.
It was a modern girl, like our age, like not our age, but like what's the word for it? Our generation. That's what it is. Our generation. She's in our type of clothes, like it's a regular girl. She's dancing. If you pay attention to that, like when the whole roof was like going up or whatever, like when everything set on fire. If you start looking at separate people, everybody is in a different genre.
Oh, you talking about when they're outside in the fire?
Yeah, but they're really inside.
Oh, yeah. I think you're talking about, like, when he's regular. I'm like, no, I did not see none of that. Yeah, it was twerking. It was, like, people in the 80s, 90s, 2000s,
everybody was mixed. It was so much people. Like, that was just to say, like, how much power music has over generations.
And it's generational.
Like, this music secular music have so much power over so much generations. Like, yeah.
It starts with blues, and you have the jazz. Then it's like the 90s modern rap.
Then we have
R&B.
What we got now? Vicious rap.
Hip hop.
We got vicious rap now.
trap
Trap
music.
music. But that's what that scene symbolized. Like how music could take over so much genres and so much generations, and like they could all come together. And guess what? The devil still could come. Like trust me, the devil know you. The devil know you just as much as you know yourself, or something, or just he just might know you a little bit more if he's really after you. So Sammy music, it lit up. He's attracted to Sammy music. Remember, he already turned the other two blondes. They come. They's like, oh, they want to come. Then y'all white as shit. This a black ass juke joint. Like y'all not coming in here. Like you feel me? Y'all not coming in here. That's why they couldn't come in. So
Then the blonde down.
Mary,
She wanted to go.
she wanted to go.
And see.
Cause she talking about some. They said stacks on her out there. No, the fuck he did it. She wanted to go be nosy and go and grab the gun, and they still beat your ass. Again, they're master manipulators. You don't need a gun. Gonna slow them down. A gun is not going to kill them.
They need garlic.
A garlic doesn't kill them either. A garlic slows them down. They need a wooden stake to the heart.
That's what it's called.
They need a wooden stake. Now, we're not talking about me either. A wooden stake to the heart. And it needs to sit, like, the stake need to be
in there. I'm talking about.
In it. But, whew. She was the first one to turn. Mm-hmm. But, you know, they knew her. Cornbread knew her.
Yeah, so then they let her back in. And then, boom, here's when lust comes into play. He's coming in. Do you want to fuck this, that, and the third?
Oh, before that, Sammy ate Pearline pussy in the damn room.
Oh, yeah, he was eating.
He ate it up.
And she said she walked there. If it's one thing about women was in the 1930s, you either ran, or you had a horsey. She walked for miles.
That musty ass. That musty ass pussy.
I know he loved him some lemon pepper wings.
Not even garlic parmesan. No. She had him eating that musty ass pussy. Like she couldn't eat a fucking garlic. Ho. Why job? No, I just would have
That garlic shit, I'm not gonna hold you.
You would have got kicked out. I would have kicked her ass.
You outside. Jeez, you would have been right there with cornbread. Eat the garlic if you're not a vampire. You cheating on your husband, you can eat a piece of garlic.
Literally, like, don't piss me off, bitch. But no, I mean, you know what? But that's what she gets. Look how quickly
everyone that was sinning, they ended up dying.
Like, that's what she gets. The only person that sinned that didn't die was Sammy.
Deep down,
he should have died too. Honestly, he should have died. You don't fucking listen. You hard-headed. Hard-headed peas don't make good soup.
A hard head do make a soft ass.
But that's probably why my ass off. Good one. But she turned Stack. Smoke's sitting there crying, thinking his brother dead. They lock him in a room. They realize this bitch is a fucking vampire. And he was my favorite character.
The black lady.
She's a witch. Before her and Stack, right before like they walked into the scene where her and Stack like was fucking, she was doing witchcraft trying to see her fate. Like basically she knew what her fate was already. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm playing with witches. Cause bitch, you not gonna tell you my fate before it's time, ho. Fuck you.
What was so sad with their baby that died? Oh my god.
Their baby dying. At the ending?
No, they had a child together and their child died. You don't remember like her little witchcraft store shit? You go outside, it's a little burial thing on the floor. That's for the baby. And you remember towards the end of the movie?
I seen it towards the end, but
was killing everybody and then his ass was dying. He done grabbed his baby. The diamonds in the all white. That's their baby that.
I mean, I thought it was abortion baby. No, honestly, I thought it was for one, cause I don't remember no movie baby in the movie besides the ending. I thought it was an abortion baby, or she died while she was pregnant.
No, she was alive. Baby, it was probably a miscarry or like the baby just died, but it was not no abortion. Women in the 1930s could not afford no damn abortion.
I mean, baby, first of all, I just went to the OB Monday. He stuck his hand all in my coos, and he literally went in my cervix to feel my ovaries and stuff. Baby, if I'm with that baby gone, I would make somebody stick their hand in my cervix to get that baby out. Fuck. Them bitches didn't want that baby gone for real. But the first vampire, what?
It was the white hole.
The second was
Then
Stacks.
Stacks.
Cornbread was easy.
Cornbread was
My
fat
thing-
and easy.
My thing is with cornbread, you say you gotta piss. Why are you going to West Bubblefuck to go piss? Why are you going to...
Yo, the door's open. I'm slinging that door up a little bit, and I'm pulling my cock out, and I'm pissing, bro.
Bro, go behind the door.
Everybody want to be the girls who's gonna be the boys. You have
Facts.
pull it out and pee.
Matter of fact, and I know fat niggas don't have long dicks, bro. Just act like you got a pussy and squat.
Pull it out and pee. He go way down to go stand up by a tree.
No, yes.
Yo, this how you job there. You want to go outside to go pee.
Oh, you talking about something? No. I don't think Mary wasn't discovered the vampire yet, because when cornbread came back, she had ran out.
And he let her back in.
He let her back in, and then he was to go pee.
But I'm still thinking
He's talking about
11:30 p.m. I'm gonna go
Pee
walk.
and bust bubble fuck. That piss me off. Then they talking about some cornbread.
Uh-huh.
Like, nigga, the first whisper, I'm gone.
I'm out. I don't want to know who it is, what you are,
Bro,
who
I'm
sent
gone.
you. I'm okay.
That's why I be like, scary movies are so unrealistic with black people. Like, bitch, I'm going first quarter. Cornbread.
No, but you do have a group of black people though. You have ones. Oh, I wanna see something to see.
There's nothing to see.
They go see something to see.
There's
They the
nothing
ones
to
that die
see.
first.
There's nothing to
Me?
see.
The first time I even hear to say "meh," I'm out.
G shit.
I'm out.
Bro. But cornbread guy, he's so easy. She talks. I love Annie. Like, this was.
She was like, "Yo, big fat
Fat ass, bro. That was my favorite scene of her. And I'm like, bro, I cannot stand fat people.
because
You
that's
fat
real. Your big ass been in and out all night.
Mm-hmm.
Why not you gonna tell my son? Oh, can you let me in so I can come get my money?
And she kept saying they was what, hate? Not hate. I don't know what she kept calling them. It's not heathens. It was like hates, something like that. Actually, she didn't know it was vampires yet. Before she discovered like it was vampires, she kept calling them haste. I don't
know.
I don't remember the name, but I think she kept calling them haste. Then she was like, "Oh no, they're vampires. Like, you know, you need garlic or wood steak to the heart." Like that's when after cornbread dumbass, they closed the door. They cornbread, be one kind to one another. They closed the door on his dumbass. He was so easy, like, and he don't know how to. He was a bad manipulator.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just here for my money. She's like, shut up, I'm not talking to you.
He said about something. I was like, he tried to bite my dog Smoke. Not my man. But
Something to see.
he tried to bite my dog Smoke. They got him. Then they closed the door. That's when Stack woke up. Stack was like, let me out.
Like, it's your brother.
You gonna let this witch stand between us again? Oh my gosh. Then Stack, what did Stack try to, I don't know what, Stack tried to bite somebody. I don't know who he tried to bite, but he tried to bite somebody. And then they
He had to put his ass outside.
not even, she had threw garlic on him, pickled garlic to drink. Annie threw pickled garlic on him, and then he ran outside. And he's like, let me in. And then he come back to him. Then when they close the door, this is my favorite part of Stack. No fish. You don't never see that part when they close the door on him. Cause look, Remick is the white Irishman, the vampire. He comes to the door, right? He wants to get let in so bad so he can get Sammy, right? They bring Stack to the door because they know Stack is Smoke weakness.
Yeah, that's his brother.
Exactly. So they try to make Stack speak to Smoke. 'Cause if one person say let me in,
Then they all
can get in. You feel me? I mean, you're welcome. Like, you could come in. They all can get in. Remick wants Sammy gift. That's why he wants to kill him so bad, because he wants his gift. But this little vampire thing was kind of blowing me, because I don't know if you ever watched Vampire Diaries or the originals.
No.
Okay, basically it's like those are two vampire shows. Like, really get in depth with vampires. Like, it's a lot of drama in there, but it's a really good show. Literally, for example, if it's my house, right? There's a vampire at my door, and you say come in. The vampire still no. The vampire still cannot come in. That's why I was kind of confused. Like, how the hell Grace was able to tell him? First of all, she pissed me off,
She would have been out too.
and she's selfish as fuck.
But that's the thing. When they cannot reach you, they're gonna start saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get your daughter." Wait,
Not
daughter or her
even.
sister? They said
It
something.
was her. It was her daughter. They were saying, but again, the devil is a master manipulator.
You could have went outside and took that up with them yourself,
And not even.
and it would have still bit your ass.
The devil comes to you as familiar things all the time, so he can get you. And guess what was familiar to her husband? That's why he started. That's why he started speaking to her in what Chinese, and he was telling her, "I know how you like to get licked. I know how." Because remember, when a vampire kill you, they get all your memories too. Like they know everything about you. The vampire that turns you know everything about you. So what I was saying before that? Damn
The
it.
Vampire Diaries.
Oh,
Something
Vampire
that
Diaries.
Stack told him out the door.
If you see how, like I said, Grace was like, come in or whatever. Remember, the juke joint is owned by the brothers. Only way them vampires was to truly be able to come in if Stack or Smoke said, let me in. And Stack was already a vampire. He can't do that. So Smoke would have to say it. So when Grace was like, let me in, I'm like, y'all cheated. Y'all cheated. Y'all really cheated. For one, this movie supposed to go way longer because it's whoever name is on a deed. It's supposed to. That's who's supposed to come in, so everybody else will get in. If your name not on the deed, your coming don't hold no weight. That's why I said Vampire Diaries. Like that's why I don't know if you've seen like little other people pubs. They was like Vampire Diaries really spoiled me with this when it came to Sinners. Cause like, damn, if you really watch Vampire Diaries, you understand. If your name not on the deed of that house, your come in don't mean shit to them vampires. You still can't get in. Like. If you know who Niklaus is, he's one of the original vampires.
Oh yeah,
his ass. They talking about something. He would have burnt. He would have burnt that juke joint down just to get there.
They would have had no Chabu. They would have had 15 minutes. I give him 5.
Bro, Klaus a crash out. I love me some Niklaus, but he's a crash out. But back to Sinners. Grace is very selfish.
Yes, you could have went outside and took it up with yourself.
Literally. And if her husband's so obvious, oh babe, let's go back, let's go to the car. I got him warmed up. Whole time got a big ass bite mark on the back of his back. Then she's like, oh, he's eating him. The other one getting bit right there. I think about cornbread. And then he's like,
the fuck out his
he's
ass.
like, cornbread was hungry.
Oh, that's the man that they had kick out.
Yes, but they thought.
They just ended up whooping his ass or cutting the fuck out of him. The barber.
It was not. No, that was a beer on the floor. He spilled beer. I think he just got blacked out.
Yes, and then they thought he turned, so then
they put him out. But I'm like, damn nigga, and he was trying to get in.
I was hungry
as fuck, fat ass, like big fat ass.
Cornbread got me mad.
He didn't upset me. Who pissed me off the most were the two ladies in the movie. I think she was Chinese. I'm not sure. Don't quote me.
Asian,
Asian.
Pacific
Whatever
Islander,
the two.
Yeah.
The two palm colored
women.
women.
Show that everything that happens in the black community starts with
blurs. Palm colored people. Chinese, Asians, Indians, Japanese.
Y'all stuck to her mom used to raise us. Oh well, like your mom isn't. You're not your mom. Like I don't fuck with you. Nobody would have died. They would have came. They couldn't conquer. Then y'all all would have went to church.
Exactly. But towards the very end was what? Like, oh, that's when Grace, green ass, to let everybody in. She fought. And you know what pissed me off about her? If you were so worried about your daughter, why not wait?
She's sitting there boo-cunning with a vampire on the floor.
She dead ass burning with him.
She's keeping with the vamp, like, she's cooking, charring with another vampire.
That's what I'm saying. Like you did all of that for your daughter. You didn't give a fuck about your daughter because your daughter lost both parents that night, not just one. Dummy, because she could have survived without one parent. Now she got to survive without two.
Keith. I'm like, is she gonna like go steal the car, go run away, go get her kid? No, she sits right on top, cowgirl, Keithin with a zombie. I mean vampire.
Like, bro, she best be clean up. I cannot stand her ass. Smoke loves his brother so much he let him go. Everybody else died
because he wasn't good.
He loved Annie so much that he killed her. Like he had to kill her by like himself like that. Imagine having to kill your own wife or your own husband because they're
so much,
or because there's someone that no longer the person that you love. Like, you feel me? And she been said she didn't want to like be stuck in the like be stuck in limbo. That's what it would be called, in limbo.
Yeah, because you don't cross over
your
body. No,
you don't go to heaven or hell.
Dead. You're
soul,
just here.
Your soul is not dead. Your soul is trapped. Because your soul never dies. Your soul is trapped. So when it's trapped, it's trapped in between realms, basically. It can't go to heaven. It can't go to hell.
Yeah, you're just alive.
Until it's set free.
And you keep living, and you keep living, and you keep living, and you keep living, and you keep living. It's like, damn.
But At the end, this is where Christians were, where a lot of Christians were offended by when Remick, which is the lead vampire, the Irish one, when he was reciting
Oh, the
the
Our Father
who art
who art
in
in
heaven,
heaven.
hallowed be thy name, that one. I can see why people are offended, but then again, if you say you're a true Christian, right, and you know your Bible, and you read your Bible, and you know that, you should know that Lucifer himself was once upon an angel. His name was Samael when he was an angel. He turned into Lucifer once he got casted out of heaven. That's what his name became, Lucifer. But his original name is Samael. He, if anything, he was, because every angel have their own like their own purpose basically, and Samael's purpose was music and worship. So that's really why he wanted
Sammy.
Sammy's gift, because his power was music and worship. So if he was once upon an angel, right, and he was under God's wing, and you don't think he would know
He's
every?
going to know all
He's
these
going to know
things.
the verses. He's going to know. Matter of fact, he's going to. He just might know you better than you. He just. Not even matter of fact. He knows the Bible. He knows the Bible better than you. That's why he recited it word for word in front of his face. And Sammy was saying that prayer, but Sammy was not really like. I want to say like he wasn't really believing it to me. Like he just looking at him like he's just saying it because like that's what he was taught. Like when you in fear, call on the Lord, but don't call on the Lord whenever
It's convenient.
it benefits you. Call on Him all the time. Don't call on Him when now. Don't get me wrong, God's gonna show up for you, cause low key Smoke was like the angel sent, cause Smoke was the one that ended up saving him from Remick killing him, but God's gonna come, but on His time.
Yeah.
But you need to believe that, like you see, and he got stunned when he started seeing Remick repeating that, and all the demons repeating it again.
Easy.
He was stuck. He was stunned. Like he was, bro. They all know it. All demons. The devil himself literally knows the Bible, front to back to front, every page. That's what he grew up on. Like, what can you? So I can see why you Christians were offended, but
I don't see no reason to.
there's no reason
take
to be
offense.
offense. Like if you know, you should know that the devil was once upon a time an angel, got casted out of the hell. Again, keyword once upon a time an angel. He knows the Bible.
Yeah, same with some of you guys who used to be younger. Of course, y'all know the Bible. If y'all fall out of it because y'all parents choked you with the word, and then you felt like you was being judged in church. Of course, you don't forget them things like, oh shit, I don't know it no more. If I were to start reading some people like, oh shit, I do remember this.
Exactly, and you just start reciting it.
Yeah.
There was one Bible verse that stuck in my head. It's Philippines 4 verse 13. My mom bet is still in that Bible verse in my head. I kid you not. When I used to drive to school every morning. Mom would drive me to school every morning. She used to make us cite like 5 Bible verses. About like 4 of them was in.
Period, bestie.
4 of them were like 2 of them, 3 of them was in Creole. Like the rest were in English. Bro, Philippines 4 verse 13. If I see that right now, like I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. That's one that go through I did. Like I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know what that is in English. Like Toashande, I don't even remember,
Say
but
it.
it's Toashande. I don't remember it. Oh, I know Jamie Ken's Vance. Listen,
Okay.
it's just
Yeah.
I haven't said it for so
You
long.
get it. She know.
But
She know.
my mom used to make us cite Bible verses in and out every morning before we go to school. Because, school shootings are kind of real, so I get why. But trust me, everybody know a little verse here and there.
Yeah, and if you hear, you're like, oh, I do know it.
Exactly. It's been instilled in you for so long. So,
It's
like,
nothing to take offense to.
exactly.
I just feel like the movie is just like things of real life that people just try to just
Mask.
and just avoid. Like,
I feel like he kind of like put this generation on the spot with this movie. Like, he kind of just showed y'all, like, hey.
it's here, and this is what the music industry is doing. They trying to exploit people.
Exactly.
They see someone with talent, instead of taking it and using it for good, he's going to take that soul. You gonna live forever and make money, because you know what? In the black community, how they get y'all money, chains, cars,
Money.
this, and women.
Money,
Yeah,
money,
yup.
money. Yo, hoes are literally fighting about a nigga money.
Materialistic stuff is going to be y'all biggest downfall.
Cause my thing, this is why I don't really care for materialistic stuff, because when you die, that shit remains here and it goes off to your family member.
Even if they want that piece of shit.
Like you die, It goes off to a
It
family
don't go
member,
with you.
like at all. So that's why I always be like, I'm the worst influence when it comes to my homegirls and their money. Oh, should I save? I'll be like, honestly, if you ain't if you finna save, if you're not finna do it within the next month or next 6 months to a year, spend it.
And it's like what you
Spend
said.
it.
In 6 months, you can be.
You can be dead. God forbid, you could really die in 6 months to a year. Like people, you never know when you're gonna die. So imagine you got 10K sitting in your
Like, oh, I'm about
savings.
to go do this. Ou foot dans l'hôpital. Ou foot mourir.
Now you stuck,
You like, damn,
and that money
kid. I'm
stuck.
sitting on 10 racks for no reason.
You could have just spent it and lived your life. Remember, money is the root of all evil. It don't do nothing for you. Money is meant to get spent. Stop holding on to it. It's not a
It
treasure
don't hold that much value.
at all.
It can do things for you, but it is not.
It is not. Money do not make the world go round.
Bro, materialistic don't matter to me because, yo, some days I got it. Some days I don't. Both days I have myself.
Literally. But the end of the movie was when they went to like 1920s. No.
That was in the 90s.
It was in 1990s.
That was in the 90s.
1990s.
Smoke done got. I said smoke.
Sammy done got old as shit. He was seeing scars and still there. That's when right before. That's when they go back to the very first scene in the movie when he ends up in the church holding the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And then his dad was like, "Put the guitar down. Put the guitar down. Put the guitar down. Put the guitar down." And he would not drop that guitar. He would not drop that guitar. He held that guitar so tight, he ended up playing. But that's why I don't know if you've seen the ending scene. I've heard a couple theories about the ending scene. Some people it's like Sammy sold his soul because they was like, okay, apparently behind the bartender it's a mirror behind the bartender in the movie, and you can't see Sammy, Stack, or what's Mary reflection. We know we can't see Sammy, Stack, or Mary because they're vampires. But they say you can't see Sammy's either because he sold his soul for,
Yeah, I know. But the reason why I don't believe in that because he would still be young and rejuvenated. That would be the whole point of him, and what you call it? Smoke's brother or which one is with the blunt? Stack. Smoke told him to let him live. Like let him live his full life. So I don't really think he
sold his soul.
No.
But honestly, he could have possibly instead of selling his soul,
Made a bargain.
Not even because people always think like, okay, selling your soul is to get money. Like get money, it's a deal. It's a deal with the devil. You sign it to get more fame and money. Granted, he got famous, but people do know you can get famous under God too, right? That's what people fail to realize. Only thing with selling your soul is you just might get famous just a little bit. It's just a little bit faster.
It's instant gratification.
If you get famous up under God, like it takes time. Because Sammy did not really start blowing until he was old as shit, about to die. So maybe he didn't sell his soul.
I don't think so, but it was just a glimpse. I feel like the movie was like a glimpse of, okay, you have this talent. In order for the white people to monetize off you and make money, you need to give me that soul. Mm-hmm. You want it instant, you need to give me that soul. You want your family free from poverty, you need to give me that soul.
He did also mention that what else did he mention? He also mentioned that was that day was the best and worst day of his life. He said he wake up once a week paralyzed from that night. And then I can get that. Like I understand why he's paralyzed, but then Stack replied and said, "You know what? It was the best day of my life, no doubt. That was the last time I see his son, and that was the last time I see my brother. Because Smoke died that morning after.
He was able to bask in the sunlight, hug his brother in the sunlight.
I'm happy they both like ended with their love. Like
they both got the ending that they wanted because it was gonna take how many years for the black and white to finally get married together.
Bro, they would have been died because if Sammy was old as shit, Sammy was old as shit. They would have and they were older than Sammy. They would have been died. Sammy was old as shit and ugly. Biggie D as fuck. Like not gonna lie, but overall. Another thing too, the movie did portray the 7 deadly sins, which is greed, gluttony, wrath. The wrath and rage is the same thing. Greed, gluttony, wrath, lust.
Adultery?
Not adultery. Pride. Oh, envy is one more. I'm missing one. 'Cause I know. Damn, I'm missing one. Hold on, wait. Oh, sloth. Sloth. Okay, for example, Stack is greed. Because all he cared about was money.
Mm-hmm.
Stack is greed. All he cared about was money and how to make a quick dollar or like
And how to monetize
negotiating.
off it.
Exactly. Smoke was wrath because he was always out for revenge, like always trying to get his vengeance for something. For example, when them niggas robbed his truck, he shot that
Instant.
man in the ass. Sammy would be a sloth, but from a biblical standpoint, we're not talking about like moving slow or laziness. He would be a sloth, being like he's not. He he wasn't like abiding by God's will for him. Like he wasn't doing God's will
He
for him.
wasn't trusting.
Yeah.
No faith.
Pearline is lust.
Oh,
That bitch is lust. Like
him and the blunt. Her and the blunt. She was just like, everything that came out her mouth was like sex, sex, sex. No substance. Like praline and cream, whatever. That's what I'm gonna call them too. Pralines and cream. Both of them sex. She came to Sammy. Mind you, this nigga's a minor.
Yeah.
You're old as shit.
He is a minor.
Sammy was like,
But you know they look the same age. That's why nobody really think of it. But
it don't matter how Z a nigga figgy is, bro. You have a husband who's 30 and you're taking some 13 or 15-year-old dick. You know the difference.
Facts. But yeah, Pearline was lust. Delta Slim was gluttony because he did not know when to put a fucking bottle down. Remick was envy because he wanted to get Sammy's power, and Grace was pride. She had so much pride that she couldn't put her pride aside for everyone else's life, that she put everybody's life on the line just for her daughter that she didn't even save. Her daughter that she didn't even save.
When I tell you, that part in the theater when they all came in and she's literally on fire, just choking the freaking zombie, pissed me off.
She's not choking him. She holds like she literally.
She's holding that little steak.
She holds the steak in his heart, and she has it in her too. They both staked.
And I'm like, bro, you did that for what?
For your daughter, my daughter.
And your daughter still got bit.
My daughter. Face ass. Like, her daughter did. No, because the end of the movie was all the vampires were basically dead. Only one that survived was Mary and Stack. But overall,
it was good.
Y'all go watch Sinners.
I'm gonna watch it again to get the beginning because the whole 30 minutes that she was telling me.
I got a good portion of the beginning, and I kind of like filled in the spaces that I filled in the spaces that I didn't see like by myself though, because it was kind of easy. I didn't miss too much of the movie. I probably missed like a good 10-15 minutes.
I know I missed the beginning when they switched over, and then the white people that he ended up killing, they set him up with that stuff. That's how I knew I missed the beginning of the movie.
That's the part I missed too. The white people setting him up, but he cleaned their asses out
and that's
by himself.
When I realized I need me a man in the NRA.
He cleaned them. He said, he laying in the bushes.
In my heard part when he offered the man a cigarette, knowing he's about to talk.
No, he's like you know what? He couldn't roll his own cigarette because Stack always rolled the cigarettes for him. That was sad,
bro.
But he was like, you got a cigarette? He literally. And you know, when she was like, "Oh, you can't let I don't want that smoke around my baby." She's talking about both smokes, the smoke of the cigarette and him.
And brother.
No, like Smoke is the one that's dying with Annie. Like Annie's the one that says, "I don't want that smoke around my baby." She's talking about cigarette smoke, and she talking about his old self. Like he need to die to his flesh, basically. But overall, it looks like we're about to be running out of time. It is.
Real quick.
What?
This or that. I'm gonna ask you this episode, and then whoever gets it correct gets to go on a date with you.
What the fuck?
Quickly. Besties talk love.
Quickly.
Yeah?
Okay.
Gold or silver?
I'm currently silver right now.
No, I mean like if you gotta go one.
It depends. I'm both though.
I need one.
I'm both.
For the rest of your life.
I'm not picking one for the rest of my life.
Yes, you gotta commit.
If I had to pick one for the rest of my life, I'll pick silver because I prefer a silver wedding ring over a gold wedding ring.
Louis or Gucci?
Louis.
Big butt or big boobs?
Big butt.
Gym or Pilates?
Pilates.
Haitian food or American food? And I mean like a good American food.
I say Haitian because Americans don't know how to make rice, and I like rice on my food. Like Americans always miss rice. Either their rice no good or they miss rice completely. So I'll say Haitian.
Jamaica, or Jamaica or Mexico?
Jamaica. I don't like white people.
Well, you gonna hate Jamaica because all they ass bleach. They look the damn same.
But they black though, so I ain't minding. I ain't tripping.
Beamer or Benz?
Benz.
I think that's it.
All right, y'all. That's a wrap for Sinners.
Peace.
Out.
Boom. Be how big cause I'm cool with it. I'm something who with it. And a bad bitch run for yeah. She could be how big cause I'm cool with it. Had to stay that long, you ain't who with it. Turn found shit run for the shoe in it. And the spot you get fuck ooh in it. Twin brought a mop and broom in it. I freaked out, but the spot was like 2 in it. When you play with that pussy, put 2 in it.